Hello, I'm Jessica Amir, a Senior Market Analyst with Bell Direct. Today we're chatting with Immutep. IMM is their ticker code. They're an immunotherapy and oncology company that's making headlines as their lead drug candidate has delivered promising results in treating various types of cancers. And Immutep's Executive Director and CEO, Mark Vogt, is joining us from Berlin in Germany. Mark, it's great to see you.
Thank you for having me. Pleasure to be here.
So Immutep has gained a lot of momentum in its success over the past 12 months or so. What's been taking place?
Yeah, so the past 12 months have been extremely busy, and actually I believe the coming 12 months will be even more busy. So we have a lot of good momentum. If you look back a year, we have been presenting a number of different data points from different clinical trials. For instance, the so-called TACTI-002 clinical trial or the APEC clinical trial, so indications like metastatic breast cancer or non-small cell lung cancer or head and neck cancer. We have been completing two financings, so we have been very busy. We have a robust fundament, and there's also a great deal of excitement in immuno-oncology, specifically in the space we are working in.
And for those that don't know, you've also received some promising results from one of your studies that you're doing in collaboration with Pfizer and Merck.
Yes, that's true, actually. We presented results at the ESCO, the world's biggest clinical oncology conference in June. And the trial is called INSIGHT-004. It's a combination of a drug from Pfizer and German Merck, plus eftilagimod, our drug, and 12 patients, a so-called phase 1, so safety-oriented, but also looking, of course, at activity. And we saw in different cancer indications like colorectal cancer, like mesothelioma, very nice anecdotal data, it's called, because it's 12 patients only, but pointing into the right direction, seeing remissions of tumors over time, patients doing well. And this is, of course, in oncology, a good outcome, but there is more work to be done here and in other fields.
And there's a lot of fresh interest in what you do in immuno-oncology. Tell us about that.
Yeah, indeed. Immutep is a biotech company, and we're active, as you said, in immuno-oncology as well as in autoimmune diseases. There has been a great deal of excitement, and actually that excitement continues. And this is around LAG-3 or lymphocyte activation gene 3. What is that? It's an immune checkpoint. And you can think of immune checkpoints like little triggers in your immune system with which you can up or down modulate the immune system. So in oncology, when you have cancer, of course, you would like to have an active immune system. In autoimmune diseases, you would like to bring it under control. And the checkpoint we are working on, and which has actually been discovered by our Chief Scientific Officer, Frédéric Triebel, called LAG-3, there has been a great deal of progress. So it has now been validated, which is very meaningful. A validation of an immune checkpoint happened back in 2011 with CTLA-4, then 2014-15 with PD-1, and now in 2021 with LAG-3. So actually, the journey of LAG-3 is just beginning, and we are spearheading this development. We have more programs than anyone else in LAG-3, and we have the worldwide leading scientists on board.
Well, it's no wonder why Merck and Pfizer are so interested in what you're doing. But let's move to upcoming catalysts for Immutep. What can shareholders and potential new investors look out for?
Yeah, we should have a number of catalysts. Out of existing clinical trials, we will also start some new clinical trials. So we will actually intensify our work around LAG-3. To be very concrete, what we are having is upcoming catalysts in the remainder of this year. For instance, final overall survival data from a study called APEC and metastatic breast cancer. If you look back to December last year, this study has been causing a lot of excitement. So final data will come. We are going to present hopefully additional data points from other studies like TACTI-002. We will have a lot of operational progress, so more patients being recruited to our clinical trials. We are working on scaling up manufacturing. So in other words, we're addressing drug development towards registration clinically from a manufacturing point of view and from regulatory interactions. There we can also maybe expect the one or the other feedback. And also our other programs like IMP761 and autoimmune diseases, we can provide an update. And from our numerous partners like Novartis, like GlaxoSmithKline, UC or Cyclimic or LabCorp. So there will be a lot to talk about. Naturally, the months of July and August are usually a bit more quiet in our industry, but then it will pick up, I'm sure.
Brilliant. And we'll be following your progress closely. One final question, Mark. You recently completed a capital raising $67 million in total via an institutional placement and share purchase plan. As for the institutional placement, we saw some well-known fund managers get behind Immutep and join your share registry. So just tell us, with the funds that you raised, what will you be putting them towards?
Yeah, it has been a very significant capital raise for us. We are very thankful for the support that has been great, and we are determined to deliver and pay back the trust we have been receiving, actually not just in this last raise, but also before, also towards our retail shareholders, of course. That, for instance, an investor like Fidelity joined, and also other excellent domestic investors. That's fabulous. We have also the support from international institutional investors. With those funds, we will have a cash reach. This is the terminology you use in biotech till end of 2023, at least, maybe a bit more. And we will allocate this money wisely. So we would like to transform the company into a company which is active in two registration settings. On the one hand side, in first-line head and neck cancer, actually a trial which has just been kicked off in the United States a few weeks ago. And then in metastatic breast cancer, we would also like to move forward and go to phase 3. So for Immutep, it will be strategically a very important period of time. I believe there's never been a better time to invest into LAG-3 than now, based on the validation and based on the data. And this is always the fundament. We are here to work for the benefits of the patients, but of course also for our shareholders. And again, it's great that we have been receiving so much more support also out of the United States, out of Hong Kong, and from Australia, of course, as well.
Wonderful. Mark Vogt, Executive Director and CEO of Immutep. Thanks so much for joining us from Germany, and take care.
Jessica, thank you so much.
And for your information, Immutep is rated as a speculative buy by Bell Potter with a $1 price target, implying over 80% share price growth in a year. For more, please head to Bell Direct's website.